Unfriendly. The story behind my brand name actually is inspired by Mean Girls. So basically, in the movie, they have a scene where Katie is in the lunchroom for the first time, and she's just, kind of scoping out the scene. And one scene is when she mentions the unfriendly black hotties, and that just rung so many bells for me. And my friends and I actually in college we started calling ourselves unfriendly black hotties. So from there, I just got inspiration to just shorten it to unfriendly and make a brand out of that. So the story behind Unfriendly, in 2018, I started Unfriendly, and I initially started it because I wanted to work in fashion, but I did not have the background. So I wasn't really confident in landing a position. I also applied to multiple different positions in fashion, but again, I did not have the background, so I was unable to land. But I knew that I wanted to work in fashion. That was my goal. That was what I knew would fulfill me. So I started Unfriendly, and I've always been designing, like always sketching out things, always thinking of items to design, or always looking at an item and thinking I could tweak this or do this and make it more personalized. So I've always been into designing, but I did not have the confidence. I had severe imposter syndrome. So I had to overcome that. And in 2020, I began to actualize my designs, and I started with developing my first set of samples. And from there, um, I just grew to love it. I learned more about the design process and functionality. I learned more about fabrics, and I'm still learning to this day. It's an ongoing learning process, which I love so much. I love to learn, and I love to expand my knowledge, and especially in a craft that I'm in love with. So yeah. And as far as the creative process is, Unfriendly is it's a high fashion brand, but it's for the alt girlies, so the alternative girlies who love black. So it is more of an alternative brand, and we do have that edge with us. I want the items to be alternative, but to also be wearable to people who don't dress alternative. So I try to find that good balance where it still has that edginess, but it can also go with something really, really girly and something really cute and flirty, and not have to be super, super goth and super edgy. So this collection is called Sob Stories, and the inspiration is actually the tumultuous relationship. I feel that a lot of people highlight the good and the glitz and the glam of love, and I wanted to look at the alternative, as this is an alternative brand. Unfriendly is an alternative brand. I wanted to look at the alternative sides of love, which consists of heartbreak. It consists of the on again, off again, the up and down sides of a relationship. So I wanted to highlight that, and I wanted to make sure that we don't always talk about the good side, and that we also prepare little girls, little boys, they, thems, for heartbreak and things that might, just knowing that the relationship may not work out the way that the fairy tale shows, but it's nothing wrong with that. And I just wanted to highlight that. And yeah, that is the inspiration. The advice that I would give to younger designers and people dreaming to start their brand would be to stay true to yourself. Just always design from an authentic place. I think that you should be your target audience because it remains authentic to you. And that way, when you wear it, other people will see how you style it. Just create an entire universe around your brand so that people will know that it's authentic to you and that it'll be your signature.